Meghan Markle.
Oh,
Oh.
the photo
Photo
gate.
gate from Mom's 70th.
It was really innocent, which is so crazy. Mom and Meghan have been friends for some years now, and they have a really sweet relationship. And they didn't want to be seen at a party, even though it's already up, and then taken down. And then I think they realized, like, oh, this was so silly.
And they did Baby to Baby right before.
Well,
They
it's
did
like a charity
carpet.
event. So, like, that was fine, but maybe not partying and dancing on the dance floor and
lean. Wedding. And what he had to say has only reignited the controversy even further.
whatever. So we took them down
'Cause we're
to
respectful.
respect Remembrance Day.
Yes.
And then you just got to laugh at like the situation sometimes and just like lighten it up and be, if everyone's taking it the wrong way, like lean in.
Well, today, Jessica's ex-husband was on a podcast and talked about the royal wedding. Here's what he had to say.
They were part of like one of the biggest wedding, like televised events in history.
Oh, yes.
Do they ever, like, you're talking about looking back, do they remember anything about
They
that?
remember
Or
it.
they do?
They don't. I'm sure later on in life,
Yeah.
it'll come up and someone will say, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that this was you." I'm sure they'll have fun with it then. And they don't really care. They don't care. I mean, they're kids. They had fun doing it, and they've moved on to Fortnite.
Do you remember that day?
I do. I remember that day. I remember the day before where I found out where I was sitting. I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna.
Where did you sit?
Like I was right there.
Oh, right. And
I was like, the people opposite me were the royal family.
Right.
But the first thing I did was, okay, where are the cameras? And I saw where I was like, shit.
TV person.
I said, I'm gonna be on camera this whole time. So I made a point. I was like, I'm not bringing my phone with me.
Right.
Because in awkward moments where you don't know if you're supposed to talk, you'll just pick up your phone.
Yeah.
If my mother sees me on my phone in this church, she will kill me. So I left my phone in the sort of the party bus that brought us from our hotel to thing, and Jess was doing her thing during the ceremony. She wasn't sitting with me,
right.
And the kids were at the front, and I couldn't see them, so I didn't see anything until I get in the car and I get my phone,
right.
And my mom says, she said, Ben, what is a meme? I was like, well, it's a moment that sort of captures something, and this captioned, and I said, why? I said, well, apparently Brian is a meme. I was like, I don't know what you talking. So I looked.
This is your son.
Yeah, it was a picture of him with, the bride's face in the foreground and his face, and he got a big smile on his, like a big erupting smile, the most joyous smile you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I asked him why, like, what was that all about?
Mm-hmm.
And he said he'd never heard trumpets before. And then when they walked in, and he thought it was so cool.
Huh.
So that was really sweet, cute.
There's so much interest in, that period, that friendship, and all that stuff. Do you want to say anything about where things are?
It's Jess's story to tell.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't speak for her.
Yeah.
So if she wants to ever talk about it, but from what I understand, they're on positive terms.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So if she wants to ever talk about it, but from what I understand, they're on positive terms.
They clearly want to avoid scrutiny on more serious matters, like the growing reports of fraud in Minnesota or the financial irregularities now coming to light in California.